For what's trending, Winfrey Owino is on standby. Good morning to you, Winfrey. There have been a lot of serious conversations online regarding the high cost of living, and now that the weatherman has also predicted below average rains, the conversation continues. Please tell us more on what Kenyans are saying on the social media platforms.
Well, good morning, Purity. First of all, we'd start from the first point we're going to start from is we are supposed to brace for higher cost of living. This is according to data released by the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics on Tuesday night. That was the end of February. And they said Kenyans should be ready to pay for more for basic commodities. And this would definitely lead to high inflation, high cost of food and high fuel prices. So the KNBS did release a report on Tuesday night, and it was about the inflation report. In the report, they stated that the inflation rate for the month of February was 9.2%, and in January it was at 9.0%. So basically this would mean that there's going to be an increase in prices of commodities like food, non-alcoholic as well as alcoholic beverages, housing, water, electricity, gas, and so much. And it's also important to note that from one of our articles on the Standard this morning, they're also telling us that even Sukuma Wiki prices are going to soar. So these are very tough times for us, because when we speak about high cost of electricity and high cost of gas, that means the cost of production goes high, and it definitely means all the products we're going to buy are going to increase, from the transport, the cost of buying them, the storage and everything else will go up. So yeah, that's what we have been told to prepare for this month of March. And moving on, it is now official, the fate of Masit has been sealed. Yesterday the president actually, just for the lack of a better word, sacked her, and he announced a vacancy for her position. This was after recommendations by the Justice Agre Muchelule-led tribunal that recommended her removal from office for violation of some parts of the Constitution as well as the Election Act of 2011. So basically, that's what we have from Masit. We don't know what she'll say. She has not spoken through her lawyers officially yet now after the president's move, but we don't know if she can appeal this. This is still, it's something we've left it to the legal minds of the country to maybe just dive into it and tell us. Oh, it's very... it's important to note that Masit was one of the 4 IEBC commissioners that dissociated themselves from 2022 election results, and the other 3 had resigned before the tribunal investigations commenced. So from where we stand at the moment, the president had already appointed a selection panel that will oversee the recruitment process of the new IEBC commissioners. Chebukati, of course, his term ended alongside the other 2. So that is just it we have, and we also expect a lot of politics coming from this, because we had earlier had on so many occasions the Azimio team saying that they should be involved in the process of recruiting the new IEBC commissioners, and they've also made some wild accusations that the president is now focusing on reconstituting a commission that favors him. So basically, we'll see how this will come out, what the Azimio team will have to say about it, and it's something that is bound to form a lot of discussion online. And moving on, we are expecting low rainfall. This is according to our weatherman. So yesterday, the Kenya Meteorological Department did issue a report on the long rain season, which is expected to start between March and May, and as well as an overview of how the short rain seasons last year were. So basically, they say the country is going to receive below average rainfall. So there is very little rainfall in some areas, and some areas will receive near average, which is still below average though. So according to last year's short rains, the weatherman says it did not get to average. It was still below average, and that is on the period between October 1st and December 31st of 2022, and that is normally the short rain season for farmers. So the rainfall was below average, and it is also important to note that the weatherman did point out 11 stations that received quite a good number of rainfall, and these are Kakamega, Kericho, Garissa, Kisii, Narok, Moi Air Base, Thika, Makindu, Nyahururu, Embu, Kisumu, and Kitale. And they also said Lodwar is the station that received the least rainfall recorded last year during the short rain season. So the report comes at a time when farmers are preparing their lands. It's time to plant normally, before we had this climate change issue that is now affecting our rainfall. So it is very interesting to hear what the farmers will have to say, and if maybe the ministries will come up with things to, or maybe some ways of conserving the little rain we receive, to conserve it so that the farmers can use it for planting, as opposed to just wasting it due to very poor drainage system. So basically that's what people are talking about mostly on social media. Those are our top stories as of this morning. But as the day goes by, of course, more is bound to happen, and we are likely to have more stories or new stories coming up as the day goes by. But meanwhile, just keep in touch with